In this exercise, we will review the variables. As you remember, we have 4 variables. The first one is system variable. The second one is class variable. The third one, local variable. And the fourth one, parameters. We will write a small class and it will show how to use these variables. I will declare my class. Braces, and the first example will be the instance variable. I will declare an int in the variable named num, and we will initialize with 0. The second will be a class variable. We declare a static string name. You don't have an initial value. The third, I will declare a small method to demonstrate the parameters and the local variables. I declare the method operate. It will return a double value and it's public. It has a variable like parameter named value, type in braces, and we declare a new variable, a local variable, within the operate method. Initial value is 0. It is important to note that if you don't declare the initial value in a local variable, the compiler will mark an error. You have to declare the local variable with initial value. It indicates all these variables name has no initial value. Then the compiler will assume you have a null string. I have to close the braces, the field braces, to the method operate and the second one from my class. Okay, then we have the 4 types of variables. The first one, instance variable, the int num equals 0. The second one, the static string name, has no initial value. Then it will be null. When the object is stand shaded, the third, the local variable's double result, and the parameter value, this type is int in the method operate. That returns a double and is public. Do you remember the primitive? We have 8 primitive in Java language, and this special case of the Spring object. I will list all the primitives that we have with an example, so in this way you can see how you will assign to them some values. The first one is byte. We'll name the variable ID equal to no more than 127. The next one is short. The variable is s equals to maybe 10. In this one, int equals to 100. Short is 16-bit integer. And int is 32-bit integer. They have positive and negative values. The next one is long with name series. Remember in the variables names, the first character can't be numbers, but you can use it in between or at the end. don't use point in any variable name. The long variable Syria equals maybe 2000. Next floating point variables is float and double. Remember, last operations in floating point variables could be no precise. Then you have to be careful using this kind of variables to obtain precise results. We can use float currency equals 2.0. The next one is double. More currency equals 3.0. You have to use a point to indicate that these are for deployed value. The next is char. Char C equals apostrophe D to indicate that we'll store the D character. And the last one is the Boolean, only two possible values in the variable full Boolean. B equals true, or maybe you can use false. When you're creating strings, you create new objects. Strings are special objects in Java because you can build a new string with the constructor. The default constructor of the object, or maybe writing directly the string. For example, to define the string S equals a new string hi. This example using the constructor of the string object, but maybe this could be initialized with hi. Maybe you can use S equals H plus I. Remember, each time you do operation with strings, you create another, in this example, J plus A plus V plus A. You have the word Java in this variable. You have to create 1, 2, 3, 4 strings to concatenate and create the new S variable S. I will run my program and use the system out print line that tells the printing this value in this console. You see Java. The result will be Java. Because we concatenate JAVA words charters in the variable S. Be careful using string because it could waste memory in your program. Okay, let's go to the next topic.